Hey everyone, I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek, and I am here at the red carpet premiere of My Hero Academia, You're Next. Hi, I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek. Hi, nice to meet you.
Daiki.
Hi, good to meet you. How are you feeling being out here to celebrate the next My Hero Academia movie?
ロスに来てその先行上映を皆さんと一緒に見れるのいかがですか？
いやーめちゃくちゃ楽しみですね。北米の皆さんのたくさんの熱い声が聞きたいです。
I'm truly excited. I'm really looking forward to feeling all the energy from everyone in the crowd.
Super cool. So now, without spoilers, what are you the most excited for audiences to see?
またネタバレなしで楽しいファンに見どころ。
なるほど。なんか今までに言ったことのないくらいある技をたくさん使います。
This movie it truly shows kind of all like what Deku has learned throughout the years. He kind of like compiles it all together for everyone to see.
Very cool. Thank you.
Hello, nice to meet you.
Hi, I'm Maddie from Temple of Geek. Hi, it's so good to meet you. How are you feeling being out here to celebrate the next My Hero Academia movie?
ここロサンゼルスに来て皆さんと一緒に映画を見るんですけども、どういうお気持ちですか？
いやもう本当に今日ここに集まってくれている皆さんに本当に感謝しています。そうですね、日本という国からこのアメリカに来ても日本以上のなんかこうヒロアカへの愛をものすごく感じられることがもう驚きと同時に本当に嬉しいです。
So, first of all, I'm so thankful for the fans who have showed up for today's premiere. And coming from, Japan and being in the U.S., I've been really just surprised and very happy with all the passion that the fans bring. Yeah, it's been really amazing.
How are you hoping fans react to a darker version of All Might?
オールマイト、ダークバージョンなんですけれども、ファンにはどういう風なリアクションしてほしいですか？ダークマイトに対して。
ダークマイトを演じるのをとても頑張りました。
I worked really hard to get the Dark Might.
しかし彼はちょっと嫌なやつです。
And I worked really hard, but he's not that likable.
なので、緑谷少年たちが負けないように皆さんで彼らを応援してあげてください。
So I want to tell fans that as you're watching, better root for Midoriya and everyone so they don't lose to Dark Might.
Well, thank you so much. It was good to meet you. Plus Ultra.
Plus Ultra. Yeah. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek. It's so good to see you, Clifford.
Hi, it's nice to meet you.
How does it feel being out here celebrating the next installment of My Hero Academia?
Oh, it's so cool. It's been a minute since I've been at one of the premieres. The last time I got to go to one was the second film, Heroes Rising. And so to be out here again and seeing fans who are excited to see the film and be here with Toho, it's just super cool. It's electric. It's so exciting.
Yeah, that's wonderful. So now this season of My Hero Academia, you had to deliver some pretty heavy lines as Bakugo, and he's had some pretty emotional lines as a whole as he's grown.
Yes.
But how did this season impact the way you portrayed Bakugo?
This season in particular, it was interesting because in the previous season, when there were like really emotional scenes, there was a lot of emotional energy to play off of from the rest of the cast. Either Deku was emotional or the entirety of Class 1A was emotional. In this particular season, in the really emotional episode, there was no one else being emotional. It was Shigaraki, Eric Vale, kicking my butt for like the whole episode. And so I had to kind of call upon the past 8 years of voicing this character to kind of dig deep and get that emotion. And so that was a different experience to not really be able to play off of everybody else. But, to see him really go completely all the way in on, I have to win this fight. I have to do everything I can to hold the line. You know, it was just an incredible moment of development for him. He's always been a fighter. He's always been the one wanting to win. But to see him know that he's fighting for a greater cause than just his own victory, you know, it was a huge step forward.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, absolutely. And so now in My Hero Academia, You're Next, is it a little bit lighter than what you've recorded for this for season 7?
I mean, in some scenes, for sure. It's hard to be darker than what has happened for Bakugo in season 7. So I would say yes. Bakugo gets to bring some brevity early in the film, and then we get some really cool action, of course. But, you know, it's still very personal for characters like Bakugo and Deku, who grew up idolizing All Might, to see someone trying to, like, take on the appearance and be like, oh, I'm the next All Might. Like, that's a big deal for them, you know, and definitely not something they take lying down.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much for taking the time to talk to us, and I hope you have a great night.
Yeah, thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek.
Hi, Maddie. I'm Mauricio.
Hi, Mauricio. Can you introduce yourself to our audience and tell us about the character that you voice in My Hero Academia, You're Next?
Yeah, my name is Mauricio Ortiz-Segura, and I voice Giulio Gandini. And My Hero Academia, You're Next. This guy's really cool. You're going to want to tune in just for him. Just for him. No, I'm just kidding. Everybody else in the movie is really awesome.
Awesome. Can you tell us a little bit about your reaction to being cast in this movie?
Oh, man. When I was casting the movie, I had to, like, sit down and be like, because, you know, I know how important a role in My Hero Academia comes, you know, especially a role like this one that's very similar to Rhodey's Soul in the last movie. I think it was World Heroes Mission.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, everybody loved that character. And so when you get the chance to play a character even close to similar to how, not in terms of character, but in terms of importance to the story, you know, it's a level of pressure that gets added onto a role that I don't typically get. Not to say I don't get booked for, like, big things, but I don't. And so it's, it's just very, very, very nerve-wracking, but once you get in there and you start recording for him, the nerves kind of go away, and that's a big thanks to my director, Mike McFarland, who also voices Ojiro in the film. But that man knows exactly what he wants, and he will get you to what he wants, and so he made the process so much easier, especially since it was my first time working with him. I'm very, very grateful to have worked with him on this character.
Yeah. That's very cool. So have you been a fan of My Hero Academia for a long time?
Yes, I have been a fan of My Hero. You can ask the shirt that I've owned since like 2016. I have, I'm not wearing it right now. I'm not like Superman, I can't rip it off. But I've had that shirt since I was, since 2016. And so, you know, you can see like all the little bits and pieces of it coming off of the visuals and stuff. So, I mean, I've gotten to watch Deku grow into the hero that he is, and getting to watch the whole Class 1A and 1B and all the pro heroes who grow as characters themselves. So that was another thing as to why it felt so special to me that I got picked to be a part of what could be the last film of the main continuity and characters of My Hero Academia.
Well, that's very cool. Are you so excited to be here?
Yes. I never thought I'd get invited to a big red carpet event like this. So, I mean, it's been a ton of, I'm no stranger to interviews, but it's been a lot more interviews in one day than I am used to. So this is very cool.
Awesome. What are you the most excited about for audiences to see?
The animation. The animation. I've been going across saying that to everybody. The animation in this movie, if you think World Heroes Mission was good, this one might even knock it out of the park. I mean, every single fight scene, even the smaller ones, are animated just so nice. And the characters that are introduced and their fights with the characters that have been around in My Hero for forever now, I mean, just awesome. Just awesome. So if you're a big animation buff like I am, go watch this movie.
Very cool. Well, thank you so much, and it was great to meet you.
Awesome. Thank you so much for having me.
Of course. I'm Maddie with Temple of Geek.
Nice to meet you, Maddie.
Hi, Kayli. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm wonderful. Can you tell us a little bit about the character that you play in My Hero Academia, You're Next?
Yeah, so I play Scervino. She's very cute, very mindful, very demure. So So she is a character who, at first glance, she's just like, oh, she's a happy rich girl. That's great. But you realize that she actually has a lot of suffering underneath. So the fact that she's able to smile and be joyful the way that she is amazing. So that's the kind of character Anna is, and you're really going to hope for her happy ending.
Do you find yourself relating to her at all?
I relate to her in the way that, like, when stuff happens, I deal with it with comedy. So I'm just like, yes, I'm doing absolutely fine. Everything is so wonderful right now. Yeah.
That's like the typical millennial response anyway.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. How does it feel to be part of the My Hero Academia franchise?
It's amazing. So I've been a fan of the franchise since it first started, and I was at the movie like for fun as a guest of a friend 4 years ago, the second movie. So getting to be here as an actor is pretty amazing for me.
That's awesome. What are you the most excited about tonight?
Seeing everyone's reactions and also getting to see where the other characters' stories relate to mine, because I only got to see my scenes when I recorded.
Well, very cool. Thank you so much, Kayli.
Thank you so much.
I'm Maddie from Temple of Geek.
Hi, Maddie.
It's good to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
How does it feel being out here celebrating the next installment of My Hero Academia?
Oh man, it's exciting. It's my first time doing a red carpet premiere in general, and especially for My Hero, so I'm just like, whoa, this is cool.
That's awesome. What are you the most excited about for tonight?
I'm excited to see the fans. I'm excited to hear their reactions, you know, like we work hard on this, so getting to see like what they think of the final product, that's the best part.
Yeah, absolutely. So now this most recent season of My Hero Academia was really intense. There were a lot of high stakes. Did the intensity change the way that you portrayed Mirko at all?
I think so. I think I had to push myself farther than I did in the previous season because it truly was life or death situation, right? And I think she really pushed herself beyond her limits, but she's getting the job done. That's all that matters to her.
Absolutely. Well, thank you so much, and I hope that you enjoy your night, your first red carpet.
Thank you so much.
Welcome. Feeling being here celebrating the next installment of My Hero Academia.
It's always great. I'm honored they keep bringing me out to these things. So I'm every time I'm blessed to be here. I try to cherish it because it's always really important. So yeah, I'm really happy to be here.
Yeah, absolutely. So now this season of My Hero Academia was very emotional, very intense. Did the intense stakes change the way that you voiced Hawks?
Yes, Hawks' voice often almost always changes with intensity. He's often really, really cool and laid back. He doesn't really raise his voice until he does. So I have to be really, really specific about when Hawks raises his voice because he almost never does. So this time around, the intensity, I had to learn over the course of the season how to perfect yelling as Hawks because he doesn't do it because of how much he has to do it. So I'll often be like, "Ooh, I don't think that yell sounds like him." I had to change it to make it sound more like him in my head. But it's been a great exploration of his character with this much intensity, with this much stakes, and with this much on the line. And it's cool to see what he does, how he locks in every single time with all this on the line.
Yeah, and you can really feel that change in the season for sure. Yeah, absolutely. So now, what are you looking forward to seeing on the big screen in this movie?
I'm looking forward to Studio Bones doing their thing and just like animating the heck out of these fight scenes. I'm so excited to see all these powers at a 10 because these movies always take it to a 10. The last 20 minutes for any anime movie, I'm always like, what are they gonna do? How are they gonna just blow my mind out the water with whatever final big attack that they do? So I'm really excited to see that. Yeah.
Very cool. Well, thank you, Zeno. It's great to see you. Good to talk to you. And we'll see you later.
I'll see you soon. Thank you so much.
I'm Maddie from Temple of Geek.
Hi, I'm Kristin McGuire.
Hi, Kristin. It's nice to meet you. Can you tell us a little bit about who you voice in My Hero Academia?
Yes, I voiced Tatami Nakagame. She's from Ketsubutsu Academy, one of the rival schools to UA. She's a big fan of all the students of UA. She has the quirk, it's called telescopic, and she can pull all of her limbs inside of her body like a turtle, and her pro hero name is Turtleneck.
I love that. She's so cute.
She is me for real, for real. I mean, I can't do the quirk thing, but I'm a big fan.
Right? Yeah. You find yourself relating to her a little bit.
Yes. The director, when she cast me, she told me, she's like, "Hey, I cast you in My Hero. I think you're gonna like it. She reminds me a lot of you." And I was like, "Oh, I'm so excited." And then I started thinking about it, and I was like, wait a minute, like, the show's full of people like snot monsters. I'm like, what if she thinks I'm a snot monster? But she did not think I was a snot monster. And so my character's first line in the series is literally like, hey, Todoroki, can I get your autograph? You guys were so cool at the sports festival. And I was like, oh, you know what? Actually, I see it. And I had like blonde hair at the time. And she wears like pink and blue. She's like very bright colors. And I'm like, yeah, no, this checks out.
I love that so much. That's such a fun story.
Yeah.
So,
not a snot monster.
how are you feeling being out here celebrating the next installment of My Hero Academia?
It's fantastic. We did one of these a few years ago, and I'm always amazed at just how much positive energy there is from like the fans and everyone in production. It's so neat to see it all come together and just, I don't know, it's hard to put it into words because it's just such a weird experience. At the end of the day, we're just kind of nerds that get paid to be nerds. So, there's no point in your life where you're like, yeah, one day I'm going to walk the red carpet for anime. So it's always kind of strange to come out here and be like, wow, there's just so many people that love this as much as we do. And so it's so neat to be able to see it in person and like have a tangible quantity to it. I don't know if that makes sense.
No, that totally makes sense. I totally understand it. Well, thank you so much for chatting with me and enjoy your night.
I hope you guys enjoy the movie.
Yeah, you too. I am Maddie with Temple of Geek. How are you?
I'm wonderful. How's your day going?
It's going great. Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Sure. My name is Ruben Vernier. I play Brian Eslamania on the Netflix show Monsters.
And how are you feeling being here celebrating the next installment of My Hero Academia?
I'm so excited because 2 weeks ago we had the premiere for Monsters here in this exact location. And so it's great to come back for my favorite anime to another premiere. So I'm really, really excited to be here.
Awesome, very cool. And is Deku one of your favorite characters?
Deku is my favorite character. His arc from having no power and everyone picking on him to breaking through so many limits to where he's at now and just like really owning it is really powerful. It's really moving to me.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, do you have any predictions or anything that you're hoping to see in this film?
Oh man, I'm sure that Deku is gonna do some new move we've never seen before.
Awesome. Very cool.
Absolutely.
Well, enjoy, and thank you so much.
Thank you so much for having me.
Can you introduce yourself to our audience?
Yes, my name is Ricky Rebel, and I'm a Billboard Top 40 recording artist. My new album, Veronica, is being nominated for up for nomination for 2 Grammys.
Well, congratulations. Very cool. It's good to meet you. How does it feel to be here at this premiere?
It feels amazing. I happen to love Japanese culture, art, and fashion. I'm wearing a designer from Japan. His name is Takao, and I got these shoes in Harajuku. So I'm just really excited to watch the movie.
Very cool. Awesome. What are you most looking forward to?
I love animation. I like anime. I love to see also the fashion in anime. So I'm looking forward to seeing that.
Very cool. Can you show us your outfit? Can we get a whole look? Yes. Amazing. Perfect. I love it so much. Well, thank you.
Thank you.
Have a good. Thank you.